Unfair competition or a level playing field? That's what we're looking into tonight. Two popular programs to get people around town recently got the green light to operate in Hampton Roads. Problem is, not everyone's excited to see Uber and Lyft, and that includes a local cab driver. 10 on your sides, Liz Palka is live in Virginia Beach tonight. What are cab drivers telling you?
Well, Tom, it's not what you might think. The cab drivers I spoke to said they welcome competition in this area, but they said that services are regulated differently, and they feel Uber and Lyft currently have the advantage.
Of course I'm mad.
As long as they're legal. I don't expect illegal cabs to do business. They just can't do it.
And the truth is, Uber and Lyft are legal. Last week, the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles Commissioner granted Uber and Lyft temporary operating authority within the state.
Since they have been doing business illegally and blatantly, I don't believe that they should be granted a business license as a reward for their illegal operations.
John Paffrath heads up the Virginia Beach Cab Association and owns Sandbridge Taxi. J.R. Nickerson works for Atlantic Coast Cab and has been in the business for well over a decade. Their clients know them by their first names, and they have loyal customers, which is why both will tell you they don't mind competition as long as it's on a level playing field.
I don't have an issue with what they're doing as far as wanting to have a business. I believe everybody has a right to their own business.
There's rules out here for a reason, and that's why we follow them.
These taxi cab drivers believe the way Uber and Lyft are allowed to operate is unfair. For example, taxi cab drivers in Virginia Beach and several other Hampton Roads cities are permitted and regulated through the city government while getting certain licensing through the state.
The city gives us our permits. They set our rates.
I can drop off in any city, but I can't pick up.
A DMV spokeswoman says transportation network companies like Uber and Lyft are not regulated by the cities as of now. Permanent regulations for these companies are still under review. Until then, the DMV has a list of conditions the businesses must meet. As established taxi cab drivers hope business for them stays the same.
I'm a cab driver. I'm known as a cab driver, and I'm not going anywhere.
Now, reading over the letters the DMV commissioner sent to Uber and Lyft, he said concerns from cab companies were taken into consideration before they allowed these companies to operate in Virginia. And he said the ultimate goal with permanent regulations is to ensure an even playing field for all companies involved. Live in Virginia Beach, I'm Liz Palka, 10 on your side.
And the DMV is currently conducting a study on transportation and mobile apps like the ones Uber and Lyft use. That study will come up with a long-term legislation to regulate these companies.